What's up, guys? Enos here again, bringing you guys another Infinite Warfare video. And I don't really know what this gameplay is, to be honest with you. I checked the stats at the end to see if it was worth posting, and it seemed to be, so I don't really know what this is going to have on it. Looks like we got some Karma gameplay with my Golden Dragon camo, which I really like. I have a cool camo for my sub, which is this one, and I have one for the ARs I have, which is not too shabby. But other than that, I don't really have Jack on this game. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. Today's going to be a little bit different. I haven't done too many commentaries lately. I've been trying to do more live comms, which is cool. I like that. But I had something on my mind that I thought would be good to talk about. And it may not even last the whole gameplay. I don't know. I may just throw on something here at the end of it. I don't know. But I figure it can't hurt to talk about it. Alright, so the other day I was having a discussion with somebody, just talking, you know, general whatever come to our mind kind of thing, you know, just talking, not anything serious, not anything like, you know, important, just talking. And there was a subject that came up that we had a difference of opinions on, slightly. It wasn't like a huge difference of opinion. It was basically, you know, I agreed with their standpoint, but maybe I would take it just a little bit further. You know, something like that. We'll just use the example of somebody who says that the speed limit is 55. You have to do 55. You can't do any more, and you probably shouldn't do any less for the flow of traffic. Now, somebody like me, my opinion is if it's 55, I'm going to do 60, right? You're allowed to get away with 5 over, things like that. That's kind of the difference of opinion we had, right? It was nothing big. It wasn't that we necessarily disagreed, because I would agree that you need to do the speed limit to keep the flow of traffic going. But, you know, I might disagree with the fact that I'm probably going to do over 55 a little bit, you know? So, this kind of goes on. I don't know, if it goes on a few minutes. It's nothing real big at first. It just seemed real simple, and then all of a sudden it just exploded, and it turned into a massive argument, really, over something stupid that shouldn't have even been an argument. And basically it came down to both of us were hearing, but we weren't listening. Alright, and what I mean by that is both of us heard the other person express their opinion, but we weren't necessarily listening to see what the other person was saying. All we were hearing was them speaking. We weren't listening to the words they had to say. And there's a large difference between the two. You know, when you hear something, like I can hear somebody talk to me and tell me something, but if I'm not really listening, I'm not going to remember it. You know, say my wife needs me to do something before she gets home, right? She says, "Hey, I need you to go to CVS, pick up some allergy medicine." Sure, okay. You know, I'm not really paying attention. I'm just kind of chilling out. She says that right as she's walking out the door. I don't listen. I just hear. All right. That's a 5-piece. Holy crap. But anyway, I hear it, but I don't listen. So I don't actually go get the allergy medicine. And then she comes home and she's like, "Why in the world do you not have the allergy medicine?" Well, I said, "Well, I didn't hear you. I wasn't paying attention." And that's the difference. It really just comes down to, are you paying attention or not? How important is it to you? Is it important enough to listen and really take in what you're hearing? Now, if either one of us had done that when we were having our talk the other day, you know, we probably would have avoided the whole argument, because both of us would have realized neither one of us are really disagreeing with the other, and neither one of us are really wrong. It just came down to a difference of opinion, and really, it wasn't even that big of a difference, you know? So, you know, why are you even talking about this, Enos? What does this matter? This has nothing to do with, you know, Call of Duty or anything personal or anything. We don't know your topics. Well, whatever. You know, the real reason I wanted to bring it up is because I feel like this is becoming more and more of a trending thing in society. It is becoming more and more popular to, instead of listening to the other person's opinion or listening to the other person's train of thought and legitimately taking it in and trying to understand their point of view, we, especially my age group, millennials and things, we generally will tend to just disregard the other person's opinion or regard it as false. And that is a very dangerous way to go about things, because with that becomes the idea that we're always right because the other person is always wrong. Their opinions are false. They have to be wrong. And if they're false to us, well, we must have the right idea. That's a very dangerous road. On top of that, it starts to seep in things like pride, because we become to the point where we're like always, I mean, it's really the same thing. We're always right, they're always wrong. And it's just prideful. It's arrogant, you know? And even past that, there are times when we are wrong, and there are things that we could learn if we would take the time to listen and realize I'm not always right. And even even in conversations I have every day that are simple things, like with the Rogue Bludger, both of us are the same way. Like, I don't particularly like this gun, whatever it is. We'll say he likes to use the K-Bar. I don't like it. I like to use the NV4. My opinion is the NV4 would be better, obviously, for me. It's better suited for me. Maybe he likes the K-Bar better and he thinks it's better suited for him, but both of us say, well, you're wrong. The K-Bar, or the NV4 is a better gun. And he says, no, you're wrong. The K-Bar is a better gun. The NV4 sucks. It's just simple stuff like that where we're both the same way, where we think we're right. And it's not that it's necessarily that we're not right. It's just that we should take the other person's opinion into consideration, because for me, I may not be able to control the recoil on a K-Bar very well. That's just for an example. I don't know. Maybe he's better with it. Maybe he is much better with the faster firing AR, and maybe I need a slower firing one because I want to play a little slower, play a little more long range with my AR. But he's going to rush a little bit more, so he needs the K-Bar because he's going to be up close and he can use that extra hip fire and extra fire rate. Maybe something like that. Is when we don't take in the other person's opinion into our consideration, it really just closes off any opportunity we have to learn, not only about the other person or about their opinions, but even about ourselves. Maybe I'm struggling because I'm trying to rush, but I'm using the NV4 because I say it's a better gun. And he says, no, try the K-Bar because it's faster firing, it has better hip fire accuracy and things. I would learn that I'm, as a player, I'm using that poorly. I'm not choosing the gunfights well with the NV4 like I should be with the K-Bar. If I was using the K-Bar, I may have a different outcome. And I know this is just simple things that are related to the somewhat related to the gameplay we're watching, but it's just simple stuff like that where I see it coming out every day in more important topics than Call of Duty. Things like politics and religious beliefs and what, I don't know. I don't want to dive too deep into it and just start poking things, because that can do more damage than harm. Let's just put it that way. But every day I see that myself personally, I do that to where I shut other things off and I don't take their opinions into consideration, and it's something I want to work on, and I would challenge you to work on it as well, because it can be a life changer. I mean, I hate to say it, but it could be a life changer for you. You may learn something that you would have never thought. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take that into consideration, and we'll see you next time, guys.